We move on to the next match of the night, ladies and gents, and this one is on the left arm in the men's 77-kilogram section, the lightweight division here in Arlington at East versus West 17. And two men we've seen before tonight. Ladies and gents, firstly, welcome this young man back to the table and to the stage. He hails from and is representing Lithuania and is a multiple Lithuanian national champion and former EAF European champion. His name is Moriarty Mindaugas Tarasaitis. And for the second time this evening, I'd like you to raise the roof and welcome back one of your own. This man hails from the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, raise it up for Hunter Noffz!
Mindaugas Tarasaitis in white versus Hunter Noffz in black. This is a left-handed match. Both these competitors have already won their matches today. So let's see which one wants to win again. Now Hunter Noffz is an explosive hooker, and Mindaugas may be able to slow it down, but only time will tell. Now, what do you think, Neil? Going into this match, you think Hunter Noffz will be able to throw him into a hook?
Orton Larratt, I am excited, mate. Here we go, Hunter Noffz of the US. What level of fatigue are we going to see in these athletes, Orton? They've both been involved in matches. I feel like Mindaugas had a much harder match. Does that create an advantage?
Of course it does. Mindaugas had a brutal match with Yanis Amelins, and Hunter Noffz, while it was a tough match, was able to get through with some energy definitely still saved. So we're going to see if that carries over to the left arm as well.
Very different style. Very different approach to the sport of arm wrestling adopted by these two athletes. Mindaugas Tarasaitis in the white shirt. Lithuania's finest, former world champion, EF champion of Europe, Lithuanian national champion, Hunter Noffz, #1 in the USA. And as Travis Pagent described, Orton, ignorant strength. This guy's powerful.
Absolutely. And not only is he powerful on his right, his left hand is actually his dominant hand. It's been hurt for a very long time, but I have personal information to tell you that he is back and he is feeling healthy again. So we're going to see if Mindaugas can take on Hunter Noff's explosive power.
Now you wonder what kind of pressure these men are feeling up there. Both will be feeling a little bit of nervous exhaustion from their earlier efforts, without a doubt. You don't come up in an event of this magnitude and come out unscathed. Down come the thumbs. Here comes the wrap on the hands.
This start will be
ready. A little early from Hunter. Tried to coil a little bit there, and Luke Pulsher was all over that. Very experienced referee.
Hunter Noffz is going to need to hit this start very well, as he is an explosive hooker. If he can set his spot, then Mindaugas is going to have
second time from Noffz there. He does get a second infringement, and that will be really detrimental.
Stop covering so deep.
Noffz going to be a little nervous. He knows here, Gordon, that he needs to be quick. He needs to shut this game down early, and if he loses the hand and wrist, it could be a long night for him.
Mindaugas is known for his incredible endurance, so yeah, it's going to have to be a fast one, or Hunter's going to have to be way stronger. Good slip for Hunter. Didn't look too terrible in the hand control.
He looked really strong.
I got this big knot right here.
Very, very powerful hand and wrist there, and
the buckle.
little shake out. But you do know that neither man was going to choose to hang on too hard and contest too violently without the strap. They wanted the strap. The strap is what's going to make the difference, and both men will love to have that opportunity now to find that anchor point. Hunter Noffz of the United States of America trying to make a massive statement here. If he could take the scalp of the talented Lithuanian in the white shirt.
The buckle being on Hunter Noff's hand, do you think that's going to be a disadvantage massively, as he is going in a hook?
Different schools of thought, aren't there? If you listen to Todd Zilla, it's all fairy stories, all nonsense. Now, Hunter Noffz is definitely a power-based arm wrestler. Tarasaitis will look to try and get around him, not through him. We'll find out who has the deadlier weapon at their disposal.
I did nothing.
Looks like Mindaugas' hand is very, very high and going for a low hand approach, but we will see if Hunter can just cut right through it or not.
Hunter, we know, does not lack power. Big drive. Or maybe in this instance he does, because Tarasaitis there scythed through him with absolute ease.
Nobody had to set up.
Dominant victory. Mindaugas seems to be very confident after that win, and rightfully so.
They all they want to do is argue with me.
Feeling it so far, yeah?
In the words of Tarasaitis, there are levels to this game. It's not my fault that I am the highest level.
So he ball is switching now.
Claimed to have mastered the sport of arm wrestling at this stage of his career. And with performances like the one he's put on today, it's hard to argue with that. Outside of the game, this fella is actually a lovely, humble human being, but he's got a vicious, cold sense of humor. And really interesting fact, his baby boy is here watching in the crowd today. And that's for a first-time dad, his first child. It's great to be on your first ever international trip with your son. And your son gets to see you perform as well as he's seen his dad arm wrestle today. And it's a very, very proud Mindaugas Tarasaitis out there.
It most definitely is. Now, they're going to switch sides. Do you think there's a chance that Hunter can maybe do something with the better side of the buckle? Maybe throw him in?
Alden, I think there's a chance throughout this match, mate. I honestly think that Hunter possesses tremendous power. I think it's a game of, can he get to his spot against someone with this kind of cerebral approach, who's going to block him at every turn. Hunter probably hasn't experienced an arm wrestler like Mindaugas before. He's got a very unique style, as you know, mate.
As you can see, Mindaugas setting up incredibly low hand. He must have liked what he felt last time, and of course, as anybody would. Let's see if Hunter can switch his things up.
Hunter Noffz, man in the black shirt and the hat. He hails from the USA. He's facing Mindaugas Tarasaitis, and interestingly, Mindaugas is very much pronation based, mate. Very much like your dad. You've adopted that style. You know the effectiveness.
Stop. One warning.
One early. Was he carving? Yeah, looks like he was carving. So one warning on Hunter Noffz.
Riding a fine line, isn't he, there? It's taking away a little bit of his pace also.
Most definitely. Mindaugas keeps lifting his elbow, but here we're going to start.
Tarasaitis coiled up, looking to hang that pronator. Oh, there is a strength gap. There is a clear strength gap, and Mindaugas Tarasaitis just showing that he can have his way with Hunter Noffz there. Look at this on the replay, ladies and gentlemen. It's very, very comfortable for the Lithuanian. Engages that pronator, the massive horsepower goes down. This guy is so much more powerful than he looks.
Diesel strong. I had the great honor to be able to warm up with him, and the guy does not look exceptional, but let me tell you, he has power like you would not believe. Oh, he let him sit in his seat.
Let's Tim Talmadge have a seat there. He's gone over to just massage Hunter Noffz, just help him out, give him that little bit of encouragement. Hunter Noffz is an alpha male. He won't take kindly to that. We'll probably see the very best of Hunter in this next start. But to be fair to Hunter Noffz, this guy's been on a meteoric rise, and he is pulling against a level of athlete that he will not be familiar with. Mindaugas Tarasaitis is a master of the game. He's a master technician. He's making Hunter Noffz look like he hasn't got a lot of power. Believe me, Hunter Noffz is rock strong. He's being kept out of that lane. That is the technical prowess of the man from Lithuania.
Yeah,
Hunter is not the first man to have felt it. Sorry, Oren.
Oh, no worries at all. As you said, Mindaugas is, yeah, he's too much. He's too much. You can see through the hand. I think he got a nice call on that one, but Mindaugas is just way too strong for Hunter Noffz.
Be interesting, won't it, mate, whether he actually allows Hunter a little bit of breathing room in this last. If you're up there right now, Oren and Lara, what do you do, mate? Would you allow him back in, or would you close out the day?
With my kid watching, I would likely try to close out the day, get those 2 victories, and go home. But Mindaugas is a much braver man than I am. So
I always knew you were a smart boy, mate. Definitely, it's a dangerous game, isn't it? For real, if you allow someone like Hunter Noffz an opportunity, he might just grab it with both hands. And also, this is no joke. It's the highest level of arm wrestling in the world. You can end up with an injury or some kind of damage. And Mindaugas Tarasaitis will want to show to his son in the crowd that his dad is dominant here in Texas. He was excited about coming to America, couldn't wait, was really looking forward to coming to Texas. He's staying a little longer with his family because he loves the environment, and this is going to make it sweeter if he can secure victory. Now he allows Noffz to find a spot and starts to talk to Hunter and starts to bump and press to the side a little bit, continues to allow the American to play with his movement a little bit and see if he can do anything there. But Tarasaitis is confident, comfortable, and it is Mindaugas with the win. Massively efficient. Any surprises there for you, Oren, today?
No, this is as expected. Mindaugas is a true technician. He is incredible arm wrestler, and that's 2 wins like he's now showing. Mindaugas had too much power for Hunter. Hunter was kept out of his lane, and even when Mindaugas tested some areas, he still had way too much strength, and Hunter was unable to finish the match at all. There was a little bit of a slowdown on the last match, but nothing that Mindaugas couldn't handle. Now, Mindaugas is walking home with 2 victories. That must feel very good, as his son and wife are in the crowd, and it's going to be a big, big win for him. Sitting on his chair, looking nice, calm, and relaxed. Always Mindaugas with very cold, very cool approach to everything he does.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you look to the side of the stage there, you can see a very relaxed, very chilled out Mindaugas Moriarty Tarasaitis. Mindaugas, game of 2 halves today. The first encounter at the table at East versus West 17, you had to fight for your very existence. That was a little easier.
Yeah, this time, and I'm glad that it was a bit easier, because after the first fight with Giannis, I wasn't sure if I can really bring my energy up. But yeah, it was all right. And Hunter is not bad at all. He's pretty good. He just needs more time.
We talked about that in the commentary booth. New to the game, he's on a meteoric rise. And the circumstances of this match, you were called by Engin Terzi, offered the match, you accepted it immediately, despite the fact you were already pulling Giannis Amelins. Did you do so expecting that your level was just going to be a little higher than Hunter's? Did you expect that you would be able to dominate as you did?
No, I was actually very worried about the match with Hunter, because I saw how he beat Justin Bishop before, and I knew Justin had a pretty good left arm, so really wasn't sure if I was going to do well, but you know, I'm not here to decline matches, so big go.
Now, special day for you here. Your baby boy is watching. Where are they, mate? They're right out here in the crowd. And first time he's ever seen his dad arm wrestling. What a place to do it. What a way to perform.
It's a beautiful arena. And thank you for your support, guys.
Now, you're staying in Arlington for a couple more days to soak it up a little bit. What's your experience here in the United States been like?
No, so far it's great. And I like Texas. I think I'll try to see some of the traditional cowboy stuff on my days off, so we'll see how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is a double winner. He is a world champion, and his name is Mindaugas Moriarty Tarasaitis.